We've had a little bit of a layoff. Yeah, that's on me. I took a spontaneous trip to Florida. I've been spending the last fucking 2 weeks catching up. Duncan got real fucked up. What was it, Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot I haven't told that on this show. That's going to be a good story.
I got real fucked up on Saturday. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So 0 for 2. We tried an episode last week. We were gonna do a preview show, or also an NFL preview show on Sunday. That we're 0 for 2, bud. So guess what? We're coming in here with a fucking heater. I'm talking about my Florida trip. My mom retired, and her retirement party was crazy.
Nice.
And also, it's opening NFL week, and I guess OBJ likes to be pooped on upon other things. So it is highly inappropriate. We're back on Facebook Live. What's up, bitches? Let's go. It worked.
Keep it loud.
Let go.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to Highly Inappropriate.
I don't think she's going to be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
Whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Highly Inappropriate.
Right, so let me get this straight. So I'm going to pay for a blowjob and I got to pay for a goddamn hotel room too? Well, that just seems like I'm spending too much money for nothing. I got a house. You can just get your ass over here and I can just do the blowjob here.
Exactly.
Highly Inappropriate.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
They can kiss my fat vagina. Cause I'm bringing the motherfucking bang.
By the way, Duncan, do you have your phone on? Brandon, is that you? If you do have the sound on, if you could turn that down just to. You're fine, buddy. It throws us off. You know, I get confused, especially if I'm fucking drunk or stoned. I'll start freaking out and thinking aliens and shit are talking to me. So we don't want that. Welcome to fucking Highly Inappropriate, guys. We are back on Facebook Live. They tried to cuck us. We're not being cucked by the Zuck. We actually called that motherfucker last time he gave us shit, didn't we?
We tried
Live on the show
multiple times.
We called this asshole at the Facebook headquarters. I left him a voicemail, told me he had a small dick, shit like that, you know, and here we are. We're going to try this again. We're back on Facebook Live. All our fans can conversate with us, talk shit to us, call us bitches, whatever it may be. And we have a special guest today, a guy who's actually I was a coworker of his for what, 2 weeks maybe?
Three tops, man.
3 solid weeks. His name is Brandon. Brandon, what's up, buddy?
I'm feeling pretty good, man.
How you doing there, bub?
Welcome on the show. Before I ask you the all important question, I do also want to introduce my co-host, Chris Dunkman.
How you doing, guys? It feels good to be back on the Facebooks. I just hope that my shirt being off does not make
offend anybody.
You know what I mean? I don't want it.
We do preface.
Please don't show up to my house, please. Yeah. I'm married happily.
Yeah, don't be like me and show up in a bicycle at fucking 5 p.m. on a Friday, ready to take a shit in his toilet because he will not answer the fucking phone or door. By the way,
no, I will not.
But yeah, welcome to fucking Highly Inappropriate, Brandon. We appreciate being on here. I like to ask every guest we have on here first and foremost, what makes you highly inappropriate, my friend?
I think my sense of humor. That's the biggest thing. I mean, I'm the one that brings the energy to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Boys,
yeah,
right? You're with 2 of those right now.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'd definitely say that's why me and you became friends there in our class super early because we were both high energy guys, and it was a vast array of people. I can't remember the dude's name that was like sit right across from us in the training class. That like 1 was never there, and 2 that was just kind of like a fucking idiot, like kind of all over the place. But
the fucking old guy.
Not the old guy. The old guy was cool as shit. I'm talking about the younger guy. It was maybe a couple years younger than me, maybe a couple years older than you, that dressed real nice. You would have thought he was just a polished salesman, but was a real piece of shit.
Okay, I got to ask, did he actually get through with the whole...
No. I think he got a worse grade than you did, man. And by the way, so this was for a mortgage job. We both had to pass the national mortgage exam, and I took it 4 times. By the way, it fucking sucks. I heard it's I don't know if it's harder than the CPA, but I know it's right fucking up there. It sucks because it's just nothing but mortgage law. It's awful.
Yeah.
It puts your ass to sleep, dude.
And that's why I never really paid attention in class.
If you ever want to be a mortgage officer, I would recommend slitting your own wrist first. Absolutely. Maybe sticking your dick in a meat grinder. Maybe having sex with somebody that's HIV positive before you go into the mortgage industry, by the way. I'm just going to preface this, by the way. So, Chris Duncan, if you're thinking about changing careers, I think maybe the gay porn star that you kind of hinted at last week is more up your fucking option, bud.
You wouldn't buy a house for me? Like if I showed up to
well, you're not buying. Here's the funny thing: people always ask me like, "So you sell houses in the mortgage industry?" I'm like, "No, I sell debt." Yeah.
Sell the American dream, man.
I sold the American dream. I give you this house that's worth about 130 years. It maybe is going to be worth 180, and over the life of this loan, you're going to pay 190. You're getting ripped off essentially. So. It's great. But, I will tell you a lot of times purchases suck. A lot of times in refi, there's a lot of good work you can do in refi. I can't tell you how many old people I saved from fucking bankruptcy just by restructuring their debt and stuff. So there is some good that can be done in it, but it's a pain in the ass, especially if you're an instant satisfaction guy like me. Like if I'm hungry, I'm throwing something in the microwave, like if I want pussy, I'm calling the neighbor, But no, that's the point. It's like, I'm instant satisfaction, and loans can take fucking 3 months. I've had loans take 6 months. It's just ridiculous. And it's always something that is completely unnecessary and just complete bullshit that stops you from getting paid. And if you're a person who likes to get paid, who likes to get laid and likes to make shit happen, the mortgage industry is not for me. So here I am, bro.
When me and my wife bought our house, sorry to interrupt, when me and my wife bought our house, it was the worst fucking process ever, dude. It was such a headache, and I hated it.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
Makes me not ever want to do it again.
And you as a mortgage loan officer are just the fucking bad news liaison, pretty much. I'm the one that has to say, listen, you didn't fuck up, I didn't fuck up, but here's what's going on. Here's why your next 2 weeks are going to be fucking miserable, and here's why I need like 7 documents from you that have nothing to do with anything. I did loans for people with 820 credit scores that had 50 grand in the bank that took 3 weeks longer than they should have. It was just because of bullshit.
Mine was always, your loan is processing. Like I never forget this. They were like, don't spend no money. I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, no new debt. Like
no drugs.
We had a guy that he was getting ready to close. Him and his wife went out and racked up like $10,000 for new furniture for their house. Loan denied.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I've got horror stories upon horror stories.
But we don't want to go make a whole show on that. Let's talk about Odell getting pooped on or something.
Yeah, buddy. Also, spontaneous trip to Florida. I will say there's a lot of details to this trip that I can't necessarily tell right now, but I'm just going to, come out and say, first and foremost, about – and you're going to kind of get prefaced a little bit on before the trip to Florida, because there's a lot that's went on over the last 3 weeks. I had an epic weekend before I even went to Florida. So my buddy Matty hits me up on like a Thursday and says, hey, would you like to go to Florida with me on Sunday? I'm going to meet a girl down there.
Do I?
Yeah. And me, I'm just, it's kind of in a weird headspace. 2020's been rough. I just kind of need to get away, take a little mini fucking headcation for a fucking.
I want to
get away. I'm pretty sure, 100% sure that I listened to Lenny Kravitz on the ride down there, by the way. 100% sure.
It's solid.
Stoned out of my fucking mind.
Solid choice, especially when you're on the Devil's Lettuce. It's great.
On the Devil's Lettuce. Very solid choice, by the way. So Maddie hits me up. He's like, hey, do you want to go to Florida? I was like, fuck it. We were originally going to fly down there, but fuck wearing a mask. I'm not, flights right now are $80, but I don't mind the drive. It was only a 15-hour drive. We wanted to go to Vieira Beach, so we left on a Sunday. But that weekend before, I called the episode "Thoughts on the Frontlines," and it kind of came to me just like out of the blue, and I've said this on the show several times over the last several months about quarantine has done something to females. Now, Brandon, I know that we talked a little bit about Tinder, etc. when we worked together. Are you still in the Tinder game, or what? What's your current love life?
So back last year, I dated a girl for a little bit that went to Purdue up in Lafayette.
Right.
And so
does she look asshole?
She does not. She is.
I heard them West Lafayette girls like to eat ass. So.
Hey man, she's studying to be a lawyer right now.
Oh shit!
Definitely eat
I
ass.
fucking missed out on that one.
I didn't even know they did that at Purdue. I just thought they like milk cows or stuff.
Well, lawyers are brown nosers, so she eats ass.
So she studied law at Purdue, and then she's at UWI for law school now. And so after we broke up in April, I got on Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, all that.
Grinder.
And went like this.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta experiment.
Hey, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. But I got into it a little bit, and then I met this girl that's in Zionsville. And I've been talking to her for like fucking.
Ooh, rich, little Richie.
Hey, good pick. I'm trying to find me a female over the age of 70 from Zionsville.
Yeah, they are fucking loaded.
But I've been talking to this chick for the past 3 or 4 months, and it's been pretty solid. And then after I started talking to her, I was like, I've gotten to the age where it's like I should delete all my dating apps. Now, every now and again, I get super.
No.
Hold on. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Yeah, you need to delete that. Come on now.
This asshole's 36 and married. I am not married. Thank fuck Christ.
I'm not 36. You don't even fucking know me, dude. I'm 37.
Are you 37? God damn, you're old as fuck.
83, boys. It's hey, you're as old as your mullet tells you are, dude.
I know. You look old. You look like a fucking old, worthless ass redneck.
Fucking redneck Seth Rogen, dude.
I love it.
I look like I would go outside and just frame a house right now.
You look like you're giving kids bags of meth for Halloween this year.
With slingshots.
Oh man. How about them trying to cancel fucking Halloween? Cocksuckers, man.
It's not trying. Halloween's dead.
But the reason I asked this, absolutely, to answer your question, no, you should not. Honestly, if you like this girl, if you honestly feel like you're going to marry this girl, then maybe pursue her.
Dude, I've
maybe pursue her.
Like 3 or 4 months, man. I ain't going to marry. Fuck no.
Well, you need to be pounding everything that fucking walks. I mean, like, even if there's a fat chick that you're kind of on the fucking limbo about, go ahead and pound the fat chick.
Yeah, Matt can tell you that, but listen to the married guy. Listen to the married guy. If you don't see marriage, I'm telling you, boys, do your thing. Don't leave tabs.
You're going to be married. You're going to be 4 or 5 years in a marriage, and you're going to look in that pussy and be like, that's the only pussy I've seen in 4 or 5 years.
Keep it moving, dude. Like, I saw Megan and like Journey started playing, dude, at the bonfire there. When I met her, we got married, and we got married five years later. You know, it's funny.
I will say that every girl, because people ask me all the time, I've been single for 6 years. I mean, it's got a lot to do with the sourness of my last relationship, but it also has a lot to do with me. I'm trying to build a business, make some money. I'm focused on what I feel like I need to be focused on. My daughter. My business, bitch. My motherfucking no, but you know, I haven't been focused. But honestly, I've never dated just to fucking date people. I've always dated because I feel like there's potential, you know, to.
That don't date. He just tries to hook up. And it's not a let's date. I'm looking to get settled down.
No, because I mean that's completely honest. He's kind of telling the truth there because I do not. I refuse to lie to females to get in their pants. Which is probably why you get it. No, 100%. I think it is.
Most females, like if a guy's like too serious, they skate, but like with you, they're like this fucking crazy buff dude with this stick. He can throw it, man.
Well, I mean, the truth is too, like, and I tell people this all the time, you know, because I honestly, and I will tell you, I don't know if Rob Hart's listening. He's real bad about trying to say that I'm a player and how I treat women, but the truth is, I am best friends with most of the females I've had sex with, and let me tell you why. It's because I don't lie to them to get in their pants, and I'm a cool fucking dude. You know, I'm not like, you know, I'm not playing games with them. I'm just like, hey, you want to do this or not? It's going to be a good time for you. I promise. Ask your friends, you know. Oh, that's horrible. Mom, don't listen to the show, please. For God's sakes. Grandma, although I seen another side of my grandma on Friday, which we're going to get to. But let me kind of get into the Florida trip here and why I named the episode this, because I will say that females, the reason I asked you that question, Brandon, is because females, to me, post-quarantine, we're kind of still in a mess. You know, although things have opened up, it's not the same yet. Until I go to a fucking concert, until I'm in a mosh pit, I'm not going to feel like the world's the same again. Just personally me, because to me, that's one of my favorite things to do is go to concerts. So until I am back going to concerts and enjoying myself at concerts, I don't feel like the world's the same. But nonetheless, females are super horny now. I got a message the other day, and I sent it to our group message. I'm not going to call the girl out because she is married. I DJ'd her fucking wedding, by the way. Sends me a message on Snapchat. By the way, I always know when I get a random ad on Snapchat from a female that is married, I already know what's about to happen. I already know where it's going. I don't know why married females are attracted to me. I don't get it. I don't pursue married females. They pursue me. It's weird. I don't get it, but it's how it happens. But anyways, she hits me up about a gym picture that I posted on Instagram. I don't know. She didn't preface where the picture was, but she said, ask me if that was my dick outline. In my shorts. And then she put like the fucking like watery mouth and emoji. I was like, whoa, hey, how are you? Hey, good seeing you again. Hope your husband's doing well.
This motherfucker's got a cannon.
Yeah, I mean, just like shit like that. Then I had another female hit me up. You know, it's just, I mean, it's crazy. And honestly, like, I'm in a headspace now where pussy's the last thing on my mind. I swear to God. I am not even joking. But when it's
bitches, dude, get money, man.
I'm trying to get money right now. That's the truth.
Get money, Bob.
God, you know, like I'm tired. If you hit me up past 9 o'clock, I don't care how good that kitty looks. I ain't not getting out of bed. We're doing lunch date sex now.
Well, the funny thing about it is that I had a buddy over and I met that Lafayette girl through Tinder, and she hit me up about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and I was still in Indy. And she's like, hey, you want to come over and want to watch movies and shit like that? And I'm like, it's 10 o'clock at night. I mean, sure, why the fuck not? So I had a buddy over, and I kicked him the fuck out. And I went to Lafayette that evening. I got there 11 o'clock at night, and I walk into her apartment, and she's got like 3 roommates, and all the roommates already knew exactly.
Gang bang!
They all knew exactly what the fuck was about to go down. So I go into her room. We start putting on the movie. We're watching Her with Joaquin Phoenix. That shit.
Talking to a computer?
Yeah, he's fucking around with the computer.
I couldn't watch that shit.
What would you do if you walked in and she was like, let's watch Cuties?
All right, I'm out.
I'm out here, bud.
No, for me, man. But yeah, we ended up getting like 5 minutes into the movie, and then we're like, yeah,
that's how it goes.
We're just going to Pound Town. So
sound like a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. And what's great is 15 minutes of the movie, you were done. You got to head home. You didn't have to. Did you? This is the question. Answer this question. Excuse me.
Okay.
Did you finish the movie after you had sex with her?
I did. We did finish the movie, and I actually spent the night.
Oh, I'm out. Unless I really see even if the girl has to be super cool, or I have to see some sort of potential in her for me to spend the night. Because
our Fast and Furious 7 is on. You are staying if Paul Walker's blue eyes are on Fast and Furious 2.
If there's a good movie, if it's a super good movie, I'm staying too. By the way, like Tommy Boy, anything that I pick out, I'm probably gonna stay and watch the movie. Yeah, honestly, I hate sharing a bed. I fucking hate it. I'm like, because I'm a hot sleeper, so you can't fucking get close to me. I'm just like, it's just a fucking mess. I'm like, get the hell away from me. No, I don't want to cuddle after sex. I hardly want to cuddle before sex, No. I don't mind cuddling, but no, I am a hot sleeper, so I do not like sharing my bed because I feel like I'm being smothered.
This motherfucker brought me Denny's afterwards. I was happy.
Hell yeah.
If Matt ever shared
man, I got that grand slam.
If Matt ever shared beds with females, he would get murdered because he would say some other girl's name in his sleep, probably.
Yeah, or their husband would show up in the middle of the night and shoot my fucking head off. I had a girl the other day. Okay, first and foremost, this is a former hookup. A former hookup of mine, okay? A former hookup of mine hooks up. I mean, and this is all going to come full circle into my Florida trip. You'll understand. But I had a girl hit me up the other day that was a former hookup of mine that's now married to another dude that wanted me to drive to her house that her and her husband own and bang her in the driveway.
While he was there?
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, you got to be fucking crazy. It was like 12. It was like midnight. I'm like, this motherfucker rolls over, knows you're not there. You know he's going to look around. You know he's going to look out there, see a car. He's going to see that bitch shaking. He's going to come. If he owns a gun, he's coming out there with the gun. He's going to shoot me in the fucking head.
I would know Megan was outside of our house.
No chance. No.
I mean, the only way you could pull it off here is like maybe if like 2K or Madden came out that night.
No.
You know what I mean? I would be like zoned or something.
No.
That's fucking nuts, man.
No, I don't want it. I would rather sit at home, get high, pet my wiener dog, and watch a documentary on Netflix.
Is that what you call it? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, my wiener dog? Yeah, my dick? Yeah. I call it the bratwurst.
Yeah.
But no, how this all plays into my Florida trip. We go to the bar before, so we leave for Florida on a Sunday. We go to the bar on Friday, and I'm hanging out with one of Maddie's friends. He's hanging out with a female. She's got a friend, so I'm kind of, being a nice guy and kind of bro code, and what's the word here? I'm being a wingman for him, essentially, because he's trying to get with this girl. So I'm wingman for him, hanging out with her friend, essentially, and there's nothing going on between us, but every girl that I know that I even have ever sparked interest for that is at the bar that sees me with another female instantly is on my nuts. Blowing me up. I had one girl that was in the bar literally messaged me on Facebook and was like, why are you with that chick? Just like women are fucking crazy. And they think that we're crazy. What's going on here? We need to have a female on the show, and just to get some, just kind of get some insight. Is maybe estrogen up because of quarantine? Maybe getting stuck in the house. I don't know what's going on, but something's in the fucking water.
You play that game, man. You play that you can't have it game, and I think that's what works for you, man.
I don't know.
But you can't have it. You can't have it. I don't want to settle down. Now I'm with this chick. I didn't lie to you, so they can't get mad. So then they get the jealous factor going, and you're just meanwhile in the corner swiping right. You know what I mean? Like they can't
swiping right. Shit, I'm hitting the pin. I'm hitting the pin and dancing to salsa on the fucking dance floor. But we head to Florida on a Sunday. Pretty much spend the whole fucking day on Sunday driving down there. The funniest part of our drive down there is about 90 miles before we get to the hotel. We decide finally we're going to stop in Jacksonville, which is about 2.5 hours.
I thought you were going to say we're going to stop and jack off. I was like,
yeah, no, I did that on the fucking old trip down there. I pulled a Chris Duncan, pulled my wiener out mid fucking drive and yanked one out. Yeah. But I blew a tire. I didn't blow my best friend. No.
I was gonna say I've never met a guy named Tire before.
No, I blew a tire about 90 miles from our fucking hotel. It was horrible. So imagine me, because I had been smoking weed the entire trip, and this 15-hour trip got turned into an 18-hour trip because we ran to construction. I did a Chinese fire drill on the interstate. People were cracking up. We were dancing. This is right outside of Atlanta where this construction happened. So just imagine, without sounding racist here, because I'm not trying to at all. It was very urban crowd. It's very. I was the minority. Let's put it that way. So I had the windows down. We were jammed out to of course all Atlanta hip hop, T.I., Ludacris. Just fucking getting it, and we were having a blast dancing on the interstate. People were cracking up. I've got videos. I'm gonna make a video, of course. I've had people ask me, are you gonna make another video log? Yes, I am. Absolutely. I'll put it on YouTube. But yeah, we had a fucking blast. Florida was amazing. All of our beaches all week we stayed on a hotel. Unfortunately, I did have to work down there. But yeah, what a week, man. Had a blast. I can't complain.
Sounds awesome, dude. Vicariously through you, man. That's how I live my life,
Well, I can say some of the highlights of the trip. I was supposed to ride a racehorse, but so funny story. So Maddie was going down there to meet a girl. Well, this girl ends up getting into a relationship like the day before he heads down there. So gets cold feet about meeting her. So we were supposed to stay. This is no joke. We were supposed to stay with this chick. So the next day after we stayed at Jacksonville, we were supposed to stay with this chick the next day. So we drove down there to meet her. And we ended up having to stay with her dad. So these are old friends of Maddie. So we ended up staying with her fucking dad. So imagine two, 30-year-old dudes that are wanting to drink and party. We're stuck in a house with her dad, her stepmom, and her daughter. Our first night in fucking Florida. It was not ideal at all. We appreciate them giving us a place to stay. But I told Maddie, I said, listen, right now, I'm getting a hotel on the beach. We're leaving first thing in the fucking morning, and we're going to get drunk. So that's what we did. Stayed on the beach in Vero Beach, right on the ocean. Literally, it was the closest I've ever been to the ocean in a hotel. God forbid they ever have a hurricane there, because that hotel would not make it. I could literally
they're getting ready to, I think.
Yeah, I literally could throw a football from my balcony to the ocean. It was gorgeous. I was fucked up the entire time I was there when I wasn't working, and it was just beautiful. It was very relaxing. Sometimes you take trips. You're kind of your plan is to relax. I did drink a lot, but I relaxed when I drank. You just kind of sit down in the ocean, threw football next to the ocean. I got super super stoned. The Florida medicinal is absolutely incredible. Highly recommended if you've got some friends down there. But it was a great trip. Hightailed it back to went up to St. Augustine. I kept telling people I was doing parkour in St. Augustine because I went out to they have like an old castle that was built by the Spanish when they inhabited St. Augustine, and a lot of the areas were closed. So to get around this fucking castle, I had to jump walls and shit. So you just imagine me stoned off my mind, 30 years old, jumping down 30-foot walls and doing barrel rolls in the grass and shit. It was hilarious. But yeah, that's what I did. And I can't wait to make the video. It was a blast. And I did tell the story on Juice in the Morning. Should I tell my out of body experience on this podcast, or just recommend? By the way, we were on Juice in the Morning on the way home, so that was another highlight of my trip, was doing the show on the way back home.
That's a good one too.
A blast. So I did it live from the road, Juice in the Morning. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you. And we're going to start doing those consistently. I think every Thursday. It might come out, and it might be a whole new podcast. We haven't decided what we're going to do with it yet.
Hey,
stay tuned.
That's the future knocking, dude. We'll find out.
Coming at you hot. A storm's coming that the weatherman couldn't predict.
Some big news brewing behind the scenes here.
Big news coming at you hot.
I have a fucking microphone. I can't do that.
Another huge highlight of my last 2 weeks. Sorry, we haven't had a show for 3 fucking weeks, is I did the interview at the paper. So I had a young female hit me up that works for the Shelbyville News and say she was highlighting podcast in the area, and
did you meet with her yet?
I met with her. Yes. Last week we met at Cagney's Pizza.
Can you talk about me?
Yeah, I name dropped everybody on the show, and she was like, because it was funny. She's like, "Hey, do you have an episode maybe I can tell people to reference, to listen to?" And I'm like, kind of giving her the name. She's like, "Do you have anything that I could publish in the paper?" I was like, "Not really." I said, "Maybe." I said,
"What did you say? Roofied by Lil Nas X?"
Yeah, I said, "Roofied by Lil Nas X, probably a good start." I said, maybe this one, which, by the way, Artificial Asshole Fund is still our #1 episode, by the way. It was all about us raising money to cure Chris's ass cancer.
Wow. Yo, it's back too, dude.
Oh, it's back with a vengeance.
Barely sitting in this chair. Like, my butthole looks like a female dog's vagina when it's in heat, dude.
Oh, excellent, man.
Puffs. It's nasty. Thank God I'm married and I can talk about this stuff. Have you seen the iPhone commercial where the guy's like, "I talked to 4 divorce attorneys today," and then the next chick's walking in the park and yelling out her credit card number and social security number and all that stuff, and the iPhone commercial is it's for iPhone, and it's some things aren't meant to be public, and we keep your privacy kind of.
Yeah.
That commercial is me. Them guys yelling all this, that's me on.
Hold on. If your wife listens to this, she's going to first ask you, why were you looking at divorce attorneys? Why were you looking at divorce attorneys online, first and foremost?
No, we could definitely remake that commercial and then say stuff that we say.
Oh, we can do whatever the fuck we want, bro.
Highly inappropriate, where nothing is confidential. You know what I mean? That'd be funny, dude. That'd be funny.
I got a bunch of ideas brewing, and the best thing I ever did in my life was every high thought I have, I write down on my iPhone notes.
Yeah, that's what I do all day.
All fucking day. But yes, I had did the interview with the paper. I referenced a conversation on racism because that was the only fucking appropriate episode name that we have, actually, I think.
No, that was a good episode too, man.
That was a great episode. I was like, because she's like, we do have an older audience. I was like, it's a good conversation, at least, we sound somewhat intelligent on that show. We don't sound like four drunk fucking redneck pieces of shit that, bang whores on the weekend. You get it. You get it. She's going to listen to this show and just fucking cut that story right now. I'm like, I'm out.
Dude, out. When you were gone that Sunday, I wake up and Megan's like, what are your plans today? And I instantly knew that equaled manual labor for me outside. Like, it wasn't, what are your plans today? It was, I want you to do this. So I had to burn like a bunch of wood outside and just did a bunch of stuff. And my neighbor, Josh, who listens to the show, we're like king of the hill. We just chuck claws in the driveway all the time and talk shit about football and everything. It's great. I love having a neighbor that I share a driveway with that I like. It's the best thing ever. But anyways, he's like, you want to go to the dirt race in Rushville, the dirt track? And I was like, let's do it. Midget races. It was fucking awesome. Gray Auto. They lost the Brad that owned passed away, and Brandon and Brenton have a Brad Gray Memorial Race every year at Rushville. So that's why I was wanting to go, support them and their family. They're great people. I think they support your charity. They donate to your charity a lot.
Yeah, buddy.
Gray Auto,
absolutely.
Yeah. So anyways, we're at the race. And we get there, and I'm already half ticked because when I was burning stuff in the yard, like my little play with Megan was, I can't start a bonfire and not drink beer. So it was like noon, and she was like, I'll allow it. So I just started pounding claws. So I'm already half ticked when we get there. Well, the cars come out, and they do the national anthem, and they're like, now everybody bow your heads, for prayer. And so like everybody's like bowing their heads to pray. And I haven't been to church in a while, but I grew up in one, I know the thing, I know what to do. And the guy starts this prayer.
Here's that Jesus guy.
Remember, we're in Rushville. And this guy starts this prayer and he's like, Dear Heavenly Father, we want to
start laughing right there.
Dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for blessing us with Tony Stewart. Dude, I look at my buddy and I go, like, just kind of look, and he's like,
your white cloud, didn't you?
And we fucking lost it, dude. I couldn't hold it in. I was like, felt like a little kid in church, like messing with his buddy. You know what I mean? Oh man. First line, Dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for blessing us with Tony Stewart. That was the highlight of my weekend while you were in Florida.
Which is funny because I guarantee in Rushville, Indiana, that is probably a common thing that is said on a Sunday.
Dude, like I've been there twice so far. I love it, by the way. You need to come with me one time. It's really fun. Like, you literally get in this line in a pickup truck. Like, Josh went and got his dad's pickup, and you get in this line, and you can fill a cooler with as much beer as you want. They let you in, you pay your whatever, and you can just back the truck up to the backstretch of the track, like up against the fence, and sit on the tailgate and just smash beers out of the back of your truck and then leave it's the funnest thing ever, dude. I love it. So much fun. The first time I was there, Tony was there. Like, he was on his 4-wheeler out on the track getting it ready and all that stuff.
He was on the track, out there racing, hitting fuckers, killing people. It was awesome.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
I know. I'm a big Tony Stewart fan. Like, I met Tony. I just like to preface that.
I love Tony, man. So,
yeah, he's a cool dude, and I've heard back and forth. I've heard some people say he's a dick, but I think it's probably just a personality. It's actually.
Yeah, he's a dick, but I still like him. Like, if I was Tony Stewart,
you're
famous,
a fucking asshole.
I would be a fucking asshole dickhead, dude. People would hate me.
For sure.
If that level.
No, if I was famous, I would be I would 100% would be Dan Balzerian style asshole. Just would
Tony don't take shit. He don't take no shit.
No.
He's got his way, and if you don't like it, fuck you, man. Like, I'm not gonna cater to.
What are you gonna do? That's what I told and I honestly, because we bring up the racism episode, and I told Thurman that when it comes to freedom, when you expect freedom from the government, you might as well just give up that battle. And if you want real freedom in life, it's financial freedom, because you can get rich. You can get to the point where you're so rich that you can just tell the world to go fuck themselves.
But you got to admit, at the same time, it's not money. Can't buy it all. But
no, absolutely, because there's a lot of people. Honestly, I feel like sometimes I'd be happy if I fucking lived the van life and just traveled the fucking country by myself.
You know, like the hippie old 70s. I picture us going to like Woodstock in a van with no jobs, just smelling like shit, blazing the whole way there. Like you would be in heaven. You know what I mean? Like you would love that. But at the same time, don't get me wrong. No financial debt would be pretty fucking cool.
Well, no, it's funny because the guy that I actually told this on Juice's podcast about one of my top podcasters, Jason Stapleton, who also kind of influenced my way of thought when it comes to that. The funny thing is that he always says, he goes, I've been rich and I've been broke, and he goes, I'll choose rich every time, as far as the problems you have, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, you're right. I think happiness, freedom comes from being happy, essentially, because when you're happy, you feel free, essentially. I think I
would have the Mike Tyson approach, really, dude. Like if you think
buy a bunch of pigeons and smoke weed.
No, like Mike Tyson, he's been quoted as saying stuff like, I'm either like really rich or really poor. There's no in between for Mike. Like if he has money, he's like buying tigers and panthers and having pigeons. A mansion and a pool. Like he's going all out, and then he's broke. And then when he's broke Mike Tyson.
Right.
Like he came out and said back in the day, like there was no in between. It was either I was super rich or I was
middle
bankrupt
class
as fuck. Yeah.
So
that would be me.
He can't have a podcast in his garage. That's what he's saying. He's not.
I'd be like, Matt, if we ever blew up, I'd be like, Matt, come to my house, and you'd watch me like sit down in this little like robot chair, and he'd go.
I just picture you not showing up.
I picture Xbox or something.
No, I picture you pulling the Mike Britt. You're not showing up for the show for 6 months. I show up to the house. You're like 170 pounds because you're fucking coked out of your mind. By the way, which we're going to bring this up here in a minute, but before, I do have to say congratulations to my mother, who turned 62 this year, and she also retired. We had a retirement party last Friday. My mom got drunk. I bought her several shots, and the highlight of maybe my year, my 2020, because I really kind of got in, kind of really brought everything together, because there are some good things.
Your mom is the fucking best, dude.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome. And she put up with me and Greg. She's got to be the fucking best.
I'll never forget when me and Matt got her on the show one time, and Matt's first thing she says was, "You guys are very talented and witty, and did you have to cuss all the time?"
She told me the other day, she goes, she pretty much the same thing. She's like, I think you would go a lot farther with the podcast if you weren't as vulgar. I was like, Mom, unfortunately, your church friends are not our target audience. Which
dude, that's my favorite episode ever, is when we had our moms, dude.
Oh, hilarious!
To me, you and our moms is my favorite episode that we've ever had, and we need to make it a Mother's Day ritual.
Oh, it'd be hilarious!
Our Mother's Day episode every year needs to be us and our moms.
Oh, it'd be fucking hilarious! I'm in.
Mom's in the chat, by the way.
Mom, what up, Mom? But yeah, the highlight of maybe my 2020, because it really, I did a little reflection. I'm very blessed to be born in the family I'm in. But my grandma was dancing after everybody gave their speech. So a few people came up. My grandma, my Aunt Vicky, who's my mom's sister. Me and Greg said a few things. After everybody spoke, I played my mom. Every event that I've DJ'd that my mom's at, I always play Pussy Control, because she loves fucking Prince and that song. My grandma.
Oh, really? Don't cuss, but my favorite song is Pussy Control by Prince.
Don't cuss, but Pussy Control. My grandma cut a fucking rug to Pussy Control on Friday. I think maybe my grandma was pounding shots behind my back. No chance, by the way. I've seen my grandma drink a beer maybe once or twice in my entire fucking life.
Was Greg there just getting it too?
Oh, yeah. Me and Greg were hammered.
I miss your brother, by the way. I like your brother as much as I like you. That's the God's honest truth.
Thank you.
He is a funny and great human being, dude.
We try to be good people. We're funny, like, have a good time, we're not gonna stab you in the back,
Yeah. We're not gonna steal. Oh, never mind.
We'll give you a hand job. You've had a rough day at work.
You're the record. You're a DJ. You hear that record? Fucking my brain hit the record.
Oh, just wait. One day we'll get big enough to where I'll have a whole setup. A fucking soundboard over here, some DJ. I'll play some shit. Maybe we'll have a license where we can actually play fucking music on the show. I got a buddy who wants to start a music podcast. I was like, I wish we could just like sample music and just talk about music, because it would be.
I've been telling you for months and months and months and months. Me and you doing YouTube reaction videos would be the best thing ever.
I think. How would you feel about getting a guy who's literally a musical genius in on that with us?
You already got one right here. Sitting
No, I'm talking a guy who could literally. I mean, you said your stepdad's an amazing guitar player, right?
Yeah, my stepdad is music historian too. Like he'd be on his level.
Yeah. So Davey can literally hear a song and fucking just start playing on guitar. It's like unreal.
I've met him.
Yeah.
Tony Wilson, God rest his soul, lead singer of Ray's band. My stepdad, that's how he was, dude.
It's
like
just.
We would have bonfires and just beg him to come, dude. Because when it would be the best night of our life every time that he was there. It was.
And awesome. the funniest thing about Davey too is when we were growing up, so we had a band together. It was kind of like a punk band. We played like Green Day and Nirvana and shit. But
what'd you play?
I played the bass.
Fucking skin flute. What'd you play?
Yeah, I danced on stage in a thong. It was fucking awesome. Yeah.
He would come out mid show and just blow them.
I could just pull my dick out, fucking all the single females.
No, really, what'd you play?
I played a bass. That was the first instrument. Believe it or not, fun fact about me, I'm not great. I was great at the saxophone. I am not great at any musical instrument, but I know how to play several.
Did you know the bass is, so I hear, one of the hardest instruments to play and sing at the same time?
Bass is it's the hardest instrument to master. As far as it's easier to learn than the guitar, but it's harder to master because
that's what Ray started out playing. His first lessons as a kid was bass. So he played bass in the band and stuff too, and then went to guitar. Like Tony made him. Yeah, that's Paul McCartney, dude. Best bassist of all time, right there.
I played.
Piano was going to be the hardest instrument to actually ever learn.
What's that?
Piano.
Oh, piano. Yeah,
dude. Could you imagine? That's the instrument. If I could pick any.
I'm not even joking, guys. I was a bad motherfucker on the saxophone back in the day. I was in band. I was in band for 6 years. Yes, from 5 years, from 5th grade all the way till 10th grade. I played the saxophone. It was a bad motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, you were playing saxophone, and I was playing basketball and fucking chicks.
I know. What do you know? We did a full 180.
We did. 2020, boys. Here we
are. I probably banged more chicks in 2011 than you banged in your entire life, though.
No. 20. Let me think.
Yeah.
2011. Was I married? No, I wasn't married yet. 2011, I was still out there getting it, but you probably did.
I was just thinking about to say one day I'm gonna have Clay on the show, and we're gonna do a whole podcast dedicated to that summer because
I don't think he would. He's acted like he don't want to.
He's a little nervous when it comes
because he knows that you will fucking expose him, and he doesn't want no part of that.
I mean, just don't do stupid shit.
For our listeners, Clay is Matt's best friend.
Yep.
Ever, and they've had times together with females, and together I don't know what they've done.
When you say times, I mean literally if you think of, I mean there was periods where me and Clay didn't hang out but as far as like we've pretty much experienced everything together, and we're also like the reason we're best friends is because very important times of our life is when we were best friends. So it's like
we're there for each other.
We were there for each other.
That's what a best friend is, man.
Exactly. It's like
right, man, what.
It's like when I needed that nut the other day and you came over and jerked me off. That's what friends are for, buddy.
I rode my bicycle by your house.
Why do you think Brandon's on the show today?
I stuck a finger in Matt's ass to get on here.
By the way, did you guys, because I started talking about drugs, and the reason I said we're going to get to drugs here in a minute is because did you guys watch the 9 Lives of Ozzy Osbourne on AE?
I did not. I wish you would have sent me the info on it.
I know I should. You remember we talked about it on the show, but you forgot. You got to fucking find a way to download it because it was absolutely.
It's on my. I guarantee it's on my legal cable. Everything is.
It was fucking absolutely incredible, and it was cool because it told Ozzy's story in a kind of a PG way, but you still got all the X-rated fucking details, if that makes sense.
Because it's A&E. We already talked about it. Isn't that when I was like, it should be on HBO? Yeah,
right.
We did. Yeah, I remember now. I remember.
I'm surprised that they should make a show about. And then
I remember.
What's that?
Elton John.
Hey, you want to watch dudes plowing dudes?
Yeah.
I love Elton John. Don't get me wrong.
Me too. Did I ever tell you what me and went to an Elton John concert and had Rocket Man on my shirt with an arrow pointing down, and my friend had Tiny Dancer with a rocket pointing down on his shirt.
You saw Elton live?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude,
We're
amazing.
supposed to see him in June this year.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. And honestly, the last time Petty was in Indy, I passed up the chance to see him. And the last time
Mom and Ray went to that, and lightning hit the stage. They talk about it all the time. Like he was.
Yeah, because I guess it was during a storm. It was during a storm.
Raining, and they said the lawn was going nuts, and said lightning hit the stage, and like everything went out, and like they easily could have ended it, but Tom wouldn't let it, and like they got it going back, and they said he came back out and just electric.
He fucking rocked it.
But real fast, Elton John. They also seen him. And Ray told me, like, he's been to tons of shows. This is my stepdad. And he said it was one of the only shows, like, you go to. And he said, like, people dancing in the aisles. Like, said it was just an unreal Elton live. So,
I'm sure Elton would have been incredible. But I can tell you I've been to several concerts where I'm going to be honest. I think the last time I seen Ozzy was the most crowded I've ever seen Verizon. It was literally asses to elbows.
That's different than going to see Elton, dude. Ozzy's like,
yeah.
You know, metal, like rock and like getting nuts. Like,
yeah,
that feel good is where I'm at, dude. That's what I want.
Yeah, but Ozzy don't really play fucking heavy metal. It's not like Ozzy's death metal. Ozzy's hair metal for the most part.
It's not fucking Elton John.
Well, no shit. You can still dance to it.
I need that feel good, man.
What was dance music in the 80s for the most part? Hair metal, and it was hair metal and fucking pop music.
No, I do not dance to Crazy Train. To dance to Crazy Train, you
yeah,
have
but
to look like
that's because that's the only fucking Ozzy song you know.
Goth kid. No, I'm not dancing.
Name 5 Ozzy songs. Go.
Crazy Train.
I got this. I can do this.
There was one with
I can name 5 off every album.
What was the song he had? It was like with a girl, or I think it was. I don't know.
If I close my eyes.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
All right. He actually did a song with Elton John in his past album. He did
Ordinary Man. That was pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, it was
Organ Man.
Ordinary Man. Ordinary Man. It was basically about he don't want to. The chorus was I don't want to die an ordinary man, and like nobody. Because it's funny. So let me tell you a funny story about Ozzy. Because you actually asked a few episodes, like tell a story about Ozzy that not a lot of people know. Do you know who Henry Rollins is? Lead singer of Black Flag.
No, Henry Rollins. It was the.
Yeah,
I remember like Black. He was on Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, Henry Rollins. He was also lead singer. He's a lead singer of Black Flag. Okay.
That guy, right? Like,
yeah, he's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
All this shit out in his neck. Yeah.
Well, he was on. I can't remember if he was on Howard Stern or Joe Rogan, but he was talking about. He was talking about live concerts. He's like, you wouldn't believe like some rock stars like get nervous and actually think that nobody would show up to their concert, and he was like. And
says it all the
time. And Joe, I'm pretty sure it was Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's like, who the hell thought nobody would show up to their concert? He's like, Ozzy. and Henry Rollins looks at Ozzy. He goes, they can't fucking fit one more goddamn person in this place. What do you think? He's like, they talked about doing a show together, and Ozzy's like, I'm just freaking out. He's like, maybe what if nobody shows up? And Henry Rollins looks at him. He's like, they can't fit one more goddamn fucking person in this place. You know, like.
Dude. When I watched the Garth Brooks special and they talked about the biggest live concert of all time in Times New York or whatever, Central Park that Garth did. Yeah. There was like 1 million people, like over 1 million people at this show. And he tells that story. He said he was in the hotel with Sandy. I think I've told this on the show before, but I'll tell it again. He's in the hotel with Sandy and he's like thinking that maybe people won't show up. And this is Garth Brooks in like the mid-90s.
Right.
And he said they asked the security, how many people are out there? And they were like 700,000. The last time we checked was like 4 hours ago. It was 700,000. Yeah. And like said they were like that, And then he was like, there's 700,000 people out there. And he said the security guy looked at him and went, no, that was 4 hours ago. Like there's over 1 million.
Now, Garth Brooks actually might be the number 1 touring artist fucking on the planet right now.
Of all time.
Like,
ever of all time.
Yeah, by the way, Garth, do you think anybody's out there? Garth, you can't take a shit at a restaurant without females throwing their panties over the stall. Yes, there's people out. I mean, come on now. That's crazy.
He said, like, he wouldn't even, like, he didn't want to look. And he said his wife at the time, Sandy, they got divorced and he's married to Trish now. But said his wife got up and was like, I can't take anymore. And he's like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going out there to look. And then said his wife, like, left the hotel room for a minute. Then he said, like, a little bit later, she, like, comes through the door. And he, like, looks up at her, and she just, like, deer in the headlights, like, oh, my God. Oh my
Hope
god!
you're ready to perform, bub.
And Garth said he did not see it until they lifted him up. You know how the stage thing,
And just fucking a sea of people.
He said he cried. He started crying. He's a very emotional dude. He cried like 8 times on the
Well,
documentary.
honestly, like some of the best humans on the planet are super, people that practice humility. But one goal of mine in life is I want to go to a heavy metal festival in Europe. Because you think heavy metal is big here, which honestly, it's not as big here as it was 20 years ago. In Europe, it's still one of the top fucking genres. So I want to go to a fucking 600,000 people heavy metal festival in Europe and just get fucking, maybe I die. I don't know.
I want to go to a black metal show in Germany with you.
No, we'll go to Norway, bro.
Have you ever heard of black metal?
Have I heard of black metal?
Like I got a buddy at work he's a lead singer of a like one of those guys. Like I've showed you him, Blake.
Yeah.
And he's told me stories about some black metal band overseas that
there's
that bassist was more metal than him and like killed him and ate him and stuff. Like
there's
fucking insane, dude.
I can't remember the name of the band off the top of my head, but there was a famous black metal band from Norway, somewhere in the Norwegian area. And they were lighting churches on fire. Burning churches.
The same band. That's the one he told me about.
Yeah.
Blake, his name's Blake. He was in the chat earlier.
Fucking nuts, bro. Yeah, just nuts. I mean, think about
next level. By the way, I would not go to that show with you.
It would be. I mean, honestly, you'd be surprised. I think you should. And I would talk about this on the show. I think you should. I think you should for sure. The first big heavy metal show that comes out post COVID, you should definitely go with me. I'm strapping a GoPro to my head.
I'm down.
I don't care.
I'm down.
I don't care if I got to shove a GoPro in my asshole to get it into the concert.
I'll buy one. I'll buy one too. I say we both put one on.
We'll fucking jump into the mosh pit and we're fucking getting live footage of the chaos that's about to ensue. Because I'm throwing bodies. Normally,
I'm not wearing a shirt. I'm not wearing a shirt.
I might not wear a shirt either.
If somebody tries to snatch it, I might kill him, dude.
The last few years, I've been very dad-like in mosh pits. I pick more people up than I push. I'm going in there and trying to throw bodies. I'm going back to 23-year-old Matt. I can't fucking wait.
Look like a fucking cheerleading stunt, dude.
Yeah. By the way, 15 days from today is my birthday. They just announced today. Did you see this? Yeah, you did because you're on the feed as well with Juice. But South Park, 1 hour COVID fucking special. I can't.
What? I did not see
this. Yes,
no.
They just announced it on September 30th this year. Yes. They're doing a 1 hour South Park COVID special. And it's gonna be fucking a heater.
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up an article here so I can read a little bit about to watch. Okay, yeah, so they did. I haven't even watched the commercial. I've seen the article. I've been so goddamn busy today. So South Park is the latest show to be tackling the coronavirus pandemic. Comedy Central has announced that the iconic animated comedy will return with a 1 hour special creatively titled The Pandemic Special.
So they were definitely in quarantine and just wrote.
Oh God, just fucking like
that's what they did.
I just want to be in their fucking board meeting for one day and just see how their brain works. And I feel like I could learn a lot. Like
I feel like it would work like us, and we would put stuff out, and they would laugh and put it in the show.
Now,
go ahead, there, Brandon.
Trey Stone and Matt Parker made the Book of Mormon and Team America.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah, fucking love it, bro. But South Park, if they were to get that 1 hour special and stuff like that, I mean. Shit, that's about to be fucking funny.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Oh, they have so much content. Are you kidding? I can't even. I'm just gonna. Well, it's my birthday. We're gonna have granted, is it like we talked about this? We can't have a party after 31, but we're probably gonna get drunk at my brother's house, Chris. So you're invited. By the way,
watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm down.
We'll get drunk.
It's on like a Wednesday, right?
It's a Wednesday. It's 8 p.m. Yep. South Park's Wednesday night.
Yeah.
But the biggest news of the week, kickoff. Football is finally fucking back. God damn it. Finally. I feel like a little bit of normalcy. Besides there not being any fans in the stands and like.
You can't really tell, though.
You can't because they've been pumping in noise. You don't pay much attention. Honestly, in NFL games, they don't really show the crowd a whole lot anyways. But, It's fucking stupid. I'm not going to get into it. I'm over arguing about COVID. But football's back. What are some of the top stories this week, Chris? I didn't have you prepare this, but just off the fucking top of your head. First and foremost, OBJ likes to be pooped on. Is this a big deal, yay or nay? Andy's on the trading block. How about that?
I don't know. A lot of people are saying it's not true. It's kind of whatever. I mean, but to me, honestly, like, if you like it and that's what you want to do, I mean, have fun, man. Do you?
Hey,
like,
just don't ask me to poop on it, bub.
If that makes you happy, I will not hate on it, man.
No, man.
I'll crack jokes. Like,
yeah.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
If it makes you happy, man,
I'll dance at your wedding, bub.
Have at it, man.
I'll dance.
It's funny that it came out that he likes to be pooped on, and then Baker Mayfield pooped all over him during the game Sunday. Baker Mayfield. Dude. Like,
by the way,
I posed the question: is Baker Mayfield the worst athlete to have commercials?
I mean, worst like quarterback. Hey, he's actually a good athlete.
Every other commercial,
horrible quarterback.
Terrible.
I love the meme, by the way, that I posted the other day. It's some things never. 2020, some things never change. He says the Browns 3rd and 41.
Oh yeah, that's yep.
Fucking hilarious.
Right, other stories will jump down to Miami. How about? Miami. Cam Newton and the Patriots. I know it's Miami. I know it is. Ran the option offense the whole game and looked phenomenal.
You knew for a fact.
Phenomenal, dude.
I'm telling you right now, Brandon could have been the fucking quarterback for New England. They're still gonna win. They're probably gonna win 10 or 11 fucking games. They're gonna compete for that division. They're gonna make the playoffs. And guess what? Brady's going fucking 7-9 in Tampa, 8-8, maybe.
I sent my buddy a text, and I was like, dude, I bet Cam Newton's probably going to win the MVP. They ran that option all week against Miami, and you can't tell me that Belichick don't have another fucking book ready for people that try to play against it.
I will if he stays healthy. If he stays healthy, he will have a very good bounce.
Yes.
He will for sure win comeback play of the year. Honestly, I think if he has an average year, they're going to give him a comeback play of the year just because it's a fucking story, blah, blah, blah.
All right, let's talk about Tom Brady and the Bucks
my favorite system quarterback
going into the Superdome with no fans. That is one of the times that I realized that the fans weren't there. Like when any game that they showed them coming out of the tunnels, that's when you kind of realize that they weren't there. But they got worked, man.
They're gonna get worked all year.
Rough. Can't. But I think like Pat even said it on his show. Like I think you got to give them a little time. They had no preseason. Like they weren't going really that much in camp. Like they got to get on the same page. I mean, they're not been around each other.
They have to get them on the same page. But I'm saying systematically, you can't in a Bruce style offense.
They're not going to win more than like 11 games, 10 games.
No chance.
Tops. Like they're not going to be.
They're not going to win 9 games.
The Patriots in the prime. They're not going to be that.
No chance.
I don't think so. Now how about?
But I do. Hold on. Before you keep carrying on, did you see Jim? Did you see Jim? God damn it.
Irsay.
Did you see Irsay's tweet about happy birthday, Nick Harper? And everybody was just like, that fucking bitch that stabbed his leg.
Oh, yeah. You knew it was coming.
Oh, I knew it, and I did. I said, I
didn't respond to it.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick is one of my Colts boys. I'll ride with him.
I love Nick.
I didn't respond to it, but I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, destroyed. Absolutely.
That was my first thought instantly when I saw Nick Harper was fumble, pickup, tackle by Roethlisberger. God damn it. All right. But anyways, Kyler Murray, dude, for the Cardinals. How about that guy? Do you watch him at all?
Yeah, honestly, he's surprising me so far. I said the same thing about Lamar Jackson.
Dude, them picking up Hopkins. Oh my! Cardinals are going to be for real, dude. I really think so.
You think Cardinals are going to be good?
I think the Cards are going to be for real. I think that division is insane, dude. You have the Seahawks, the Cardinals, and the Rams. That's nuts.
I mean, that's the best division in football as far as the West.
Which I think is going to fuck old Tommy Boy and the Bucks because the Saints are going to win that division, and they're going to fuck them out of a wild card. I think.
The Bucks?
Feel me? The Bucks. The Saints are going to win the Bucks division, so the only way the Bucks are going to get in is a wild card. Well, if you got the Cardinals looking
they're not going to be
like they looked, and the Seahawks looking like they looked, and you got the Rams, like it's going to be tough for them to get a wild card with those 3 teams. But we'll see. And now moving on, let's cry a little bit.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Tom Brady gets injured this year. I'm just gonna call it that offensive line. He's gonna get massive.
Oh, he did take some hits. He did. They were getting after him a little bit. And that Arians offense, he's got to hold the ball a little longer. But we'll see, man.
I don't want to fucking pout for 20 minutes about the Colts, but I will say.
Oh man, dude.
Damn it, Marlon Mack. Sucks losing Marlon Mack.
P's and T's to Mack, man.
But honestly, it's a good position for us that we have a lot of depth. So it's a good.
No, I'm not going to be. I'm
saying next man up,
He looks so electric. No, the draft pick with Taylor is great, but, man, he looked electric first half, dude. Mack looked like
Mack did, of course. I've been saying for the last several years, I think Marlon Mack is a poor man's Le'Veon Bell. He's not quite as good as Le'Veon was in his prime, but as far as, he's that type of back. He's very
good baller,
vision,
he's a baller.
Can do everything, and I'm just so happy about the two-headed monster. But honestly, I see Hines in our offense being used a lot.
Oh, he came out of nowhere, by the way.
I kind of predicted because with Darren Sproles,
I expected Taylor behind him.
With the way they used Darren Sproles in San Diego, I knew it was going to happen. Also, I thought that Paris Campbell could potentially have a breakout year because Phillip Rivers likes the middle of the field. And people are going to bitch about Phillip Rivers throwing 2 interceptions, but let me say this. We had a quarterback last year that could not throw or that would not throw the ball 10 yards down the field. So stop bitching when a quarterback
still a lot of checkdowns, Bub.
I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. They were checkdowns that fucking went for yardage. It's different. It's
game management is why we lost that game.
No, yeah, I 100% was coaching. 100% is why we lost that game. 100%. 100%.
I mean, nothing against Frank either. I mean, I would have.
Well, nothing against Frank, but it's your fault, Frank.
But you know what I mean? I would have went for it on the 4th down.
There at the end.
Nothing against that, but I was surprised by Hines. I thought that Taylor would be right behind Mack. I thought Mack looked explosive. I thought he looked great. We talked about this on Dunkman's DFS. Blue collar DFS, is that I think that them drafting Taylor was like somebody behind you nipping at the heels that was going to push Mack to a great year this year, and him going down with the Achilles.
The contract year 2 for him.
And a contract year, we talked about that too. But him going down with the Achilles was terrible, man. I hate that for him.
Yeah.
But I get your point. The draft pick is coming in handy now that we did draft Taylor, and Taylor looks like a fucking beast, dude.
Fucking just a brick shit house.
Yeah.
Other news, Cowboys still suck. Ben Roethlisberger had more rushing yards than Saquon Barkley last night. How about that? And I'm always doing fancy.
7 yards.
Yeah, 7 yards. Thanks, man. I got Marlon Mack, too, is my 4th running back in a fucking league, by the way. And so my 3 running backs in one league are Ingram, Saquon Barkley, and Zeke Elliott. Zeke had an awesome game, but
trust me, you'll be fine. It's just
I'll be just fine.
It'll be fine.
I'm going to be just fine.
You're going to hate this. The Pittsburgh Steelers are my pick to win the Super Bowl.
You think they're going to – why? They beat the Giants, bub.
No, I'm telling you. If Ben took a little bit to knock the rust off.
I'm telling you, they will compete. I think they win that division.
That's the number 1 defense in the league. And Pittsburgh Steelers will win the Super Bowl if Ben stays healthy.
All right. Well, he said the Patriots were going to win the Super Bowl last year, and I told him no. So the Steelers will not win the Super Bowl. Can they win that division? Yes. I
want them to. No, I want the Colts to win, but I bet with my brain, not my heart. I'm just telling you, Pittsburgh is who I would take right now.
Pittsburgh. That's what I told people. If Ben's healthy, if Ben stays healthy, Pittsburgh's going to be in the mix. 100%. I agree. Other news, Jamie Collins headbutts a ref. I thought it was a fucking pussy call. Did you see him? He was kind of like imitating what the guy did to the ref, and the ref threw a flag, kicked him out.
Can't touch him, though, man. They stress it and stress it. If you touch him, get out of here.
Also, another big news in UFC, Anderson Silva, they just announced his final fight. He announced that he's retiring. That's my favorite fighter of all time, by the way. It sucks. But he's going to be like 47 now. Like, nobody needs to be throwing hands at 47. I mean, I'm
the sexual assault charges on Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Conor pulling his dick out. How about that? I mean, Conor's getting left and right. There was 2 also rumors because I subscribe to the MMA Underground. It's where it's basically like think about the Reddit, but all MMA based. I've been I've been in a part of the Underground since I was like 15. Just have been a huge MMA fan. So I've also heard in Ireland, apparently, it is illegal to, unlike here in the United States, if you get something charged against you, it's in the paper. In Ireland, they cannot release the names of sexual, quote unquote, people that perform sexual assault until they're convicted, which I like and I dislike. I like it in the fact that, a lot of people are accused of doing shit, because I know people personally that have been accused of doing shit that they didn't do. But I also dislike it in the fact that, if there is an actual predator on the streets, you kind of want to know that there's a fucking actual predator on the street. So, maybe use your fucking brain. Who's dangerous and who's not. But neither here nor there. Yeah, apparently Conor McGregor pulled his dick out at a party, and a female reported him. He's been on Twitter, apparently put out some cryptic tweets the other night that were quickly deleted, where people thought he was going to commit suicide, and then he comes out
today. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with pulling your dick out at a party?
Exactly. I've been doing that since I was fucking 17.
Oh, that's what you did at a party.
I did that. I did that fucking. I did that at the bar the other night.
I can't believe that you can get charged for pulling your dick out at a party. A thing? I didn't know that was a thing. I thought, hey, I'm drunk, man. Sorry I pulled my dick out last night.
I can't tell you how many times I've streaked. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure that everybody that's been drunk with me has probably seen my penis at some point. So congratulations, people. How about this? I think it's hilarious. I put this on Facebook. The Bucks being the team that refused to play a couple weeks ago, and they just happened to be the first big upset of the NBA playoffs this year. So that's hilarious. So they refused to play, and now they actually get to sit at home all playoffs. So NBA playoffs wise, I'm not going to spend a lot of time because we've already been going well over an hour here, Duncan. But NBA playoffs, anything surprising, and how do you see it shaping out?
I think the Bucks ran into a team that was built to beat them in the Heat.
Exactly.
The Bucks cannot guard the three. They have a bunch of fucking dudes that shoot the three, and Jimmy Butler's playing out of his fucking mind right now. So I think the Bucks just kind of ran into a buzzsaw. But on that flip side, I don't know, man. There's a game 7 tonight, right? Clippers and the Nuggets.
Yeah, I think the Clippers should run away with that game.
And then whoever wins that series is going to win the finals, in my opinion. LA.
Yep.
Which I said the Lakers to begin with, so I'm gonna stick with that.
I'm going Clippers. I think it's gonna be the Clipper. The NBA, fucking Silver sitting in the office jerking off, just thinking of a Boston fucking LA final. But I think it's gonna be Boston Clippers. I would like to see the Heat win. Just honestly, I fucking hate all Boston sports teams. So I would like to see the Heat get in there. Unfortunately, even though Indy and Heat to have quite the. Are you a Pacers fan at all, Brandon? You're from Terre Haute originally, right?
I am from Terre Haute, so
yep.
I'm gonna be upfront, man. I fucking hate the NBA.
I understand. A lot of people do. I do too. I hate the NBA. I love the Pacers.
I mean, I'll go watch the Pacers. Don't get me wrong. I'll go to Pacers Life any to go watch the Pacers. But I fucking love college basketball.
Me too. I'm with you.
Much better game.
Exactly, because it's people that are actually wanting to play to be there. And not only that, but when you have the fucking legend Larry Bird that went to your college come in and just have the entire Rose-Hulman Stadium just fucking filled with people saying, oh, hey, Larry Bird's here, everybody. Come say hello.
Yeah, I'm sure Larry Bird could definitely whip his dick out in Terre Haute anywhere he wanted.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of stories, and it was amazing because the ISU basketball team, whenever they would play, they would barely get maybe less than 100, 200 people. But when Larry Bird came there, the whole stadium was fucking filled.
Of course.
Yeah,
he's a god.
Without a doubt, man.
He's a goddamn god.
How do you feel about Stephen A. Smith saying it was racist for them to hire Steve Nash as coach?
He didn't say it was racist. He said it was white privilege.
Yeah, white privilege, whatever. Fucking stupid.
He's just trying to get a pop, just like Dan Dockage tries to every day on Twitter.
I stopped responding to Twitter. Stopped responding to Dan on Twitter. It fucking started driving me nuts because it's to the point now.
Like the local fucking what's the dipshit's name on ESPN? The white dude. What's the
Skip Bayless?
Yeah, he's like the local Skip Bayless. He just tries to get a pop. I mean, he knows what he's fucking doing.
Are you going to play as Colin Kaepernick in Madden? How about Colin Kaepernick being an 81? His last time being in Madden as an actual player, he was a 76 rating. So he's been out of the NFL for what, 3 or 4 years now, and he got better at football somehow.
Nah, it's a throwback card to the Super Bowl year, so they made him an 81 from that year.
Fucking sucks.
What it is. Too. Yeah, I'll play with him a little bit. You know what I mean?
And since we're talking about video games, what y'all think about the new Call of Duty?
What the fuck? It's
Cold War.
Cold War, yeah. Black Ops, right?
Yeah. Are you guys into that at all?
I am, and I can't wait to buy the next gen. I think when the next gen drops, a lot of people are going to want to play the sports games. Sports games are going to always take a year to be good on the next gen. It's always like that. And the games that are going to be good are the games like Call of Duty and the games that take more than 1 year to make. You know what I mean? Like they've been trying to make it for the next gen. So I think with that game dropping with the next gen is going to be fucking huge. Yes, It's going to be awesome.
Are you an Xbox guy or are you PS guy?
I got it, all of it. I got Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. I got everything.
Sometimes
I'll buy both. PlayStation has the best exclusives, but all my friends are on Xbox. It kind of sucks.
Sometimes he paints his dick to look like a Atari joystick and fucking smacks it around too. It's real cute.
Pretty cool.
Speaking of smacking dicks around, how about Nick Cannon wanting to sit down with Eminem? He's finally like, this is the only way he wants Eminem to fucking respond to him. Like, you know,
M is not going to sit down with this.
M's going to be like, yeah, good luck with that bitch. Yeah.
He's like, no, dude, you're like one of my.
And the best thing is apparently he's using Fat Joe as Fat Joe and Royce. Yeah, Fat Joe and Royce as mediators. Apparently, he had a conversation with Royce. In the article I read that he's reached out to Royce. Believe it or not.
Really, yeah. I saw that he said something like, "I respect him and I love his craft and I want to sit down."
Well,
he's divorced from Mariah Carey now, right?
Do what?
Is Nick divorced from Mariah Carey?
Yeah, he's done with the bitch.
So maybe when Mariah drops her book talking shit about him, like trying to get famous again off of that name, maybe they do a collab like fuck Mariah kind of thing. That'd be cool.
Fuck that. Maybe they release the sex tape for both of them. I don't know.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. He won't sit down with Nick. Em barely sits down with anybody unless you were like a rap or like icon to him when he was younger. You no chance that you're ever gonna speak to this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. How about
you got to be when you're a white rapper, dude?
when you're a white rapper, I mean, like,
I mean, for real. Like, that was genius. How he did it and Dre formulated and made him genius.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, just
it's how you had
hip hop. Chase hip hop. I mean, it resurrected Dre's career. I mean, Eminem resurrected Dre for sure. I mean, like,
lit a fire up under his ass.
Fire up under his. Yeah, exactly. By the way, did you see that we have alien life on Venus now? Apparently.
What? You have alien life on your
alien
penis?
life. This is on my penis. Yes, actually, I got fungus growing on there. It's fucking not from this world, by the way.
No, I did not see this. What's up?
Yeah, apparently. So they haven't found aliens, of course, but they discovered a gas in Venus's atmosphere. I don't really understand. Scientists fucking piss me off, but they say that gas that is only like, as far as here on Earth is proof of life. Honestly, I should probably pull an article up and read it. So a gas that is present in Venus's atmosphere is only present here on Earth if life
because
is
of us.
Yeah, because of us, essentially. So, or just life in general. So they're thinking, but I don't know. It's in Venus's atmosphere, so I don't know if these aliens, like float. Maybe they're angels. Maybe after you die, maybe Venus is hell.
How long?
I don't know.
How long can we get to Venus?
Yeah, we can get to Venus
in a lifetime. Like, can we get in a spaceship and get to Venus in a lifetime? No, there's no way, right?
No, absolutely you can. Yeah, I think
no.
Nobody.
A satellite that been out there for
years. What are you talking about? They're talking about taking people to Mars. Mars and Venus are about the same as far as distance to Earth. Hold on, look. Let me
there ain't no way, dude. There's no way.
All right.
How many years would it take to get to Mars?
Like a year, I've read. It's like a year to get there. How long?
So 1 year at like 1,000,000 miles an hour to get.
Yep, right there. The first thing that pops up is how long does it take to get to Mars? Is the first fucking thing that pops up. Yeah, the trip takes around 7 months, a bit longer than astronauts currently stay on the International Space Station. So, yeah, it can happen.
All right, well, now Venus. Now look up.
How long does it take to get to Venus? I think Venus is closer to Mars. I don't know off the top of my head. Venus.
Which one of
Venus
us
would be 97 days. 3 months to get to Venus.
So it's closer than Mars.
Yeah, you can get to Venus before Christmas, motherfucker.
Damn. So which one of us
We
is
should
from
do a live
Venus?
broadcast on Venus, bub, with these fucking aliens.
Which one of us is from Venus? I forget the book.
Female.
Men are where are we from?
Definitely. Venus is definitely hell. That's where females are from, for sure.
Men are from where?
They're
Mars?
from Mars.
And women are from Venus. Right?
Hey, Brandon, can we help this motherfucker out?
Man, I'm about dyslexic as this motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, one thing that I know that you're excited about this week is No Ceilings finally on fucking Spotify and just all over. Apple Music as well. You're an Apple Music subscriber, right?
It's been like 2 weeks, but yeah, it's great news.
Yeah, I immediately turn that on because to me that was like Lil Wayne's last great project, in my opinion. He had great songs after that.
Best mixtape ever made.
Oh, it was incredible. As far as rappers mixtapes, I would probably second that. Also, one more thing I want to talk about before we fucking wrap this bitch up. How about the Jelly Bean founder said he's going to do some sort of Willy Wonka type.
I seen this.
He's going to give away a candy factory.
Yeah.
Pick it, bro.
I'm in.
Willy Wonka.
How fat are you getting if you own a fucking candy factory after a year of owning that thing, Chris?
I'd be all up in that damn jelly beans.
I'm swimming in jelly beans. I'm literally getting hookers. I'm putting hookers in the jelly bean bins. You know, it's gonna be hookers in the jelly bean bins. You come out with Harry Potter jelly beans. I'm gonna come out with like different flavored vaginas. You know, you get it.
I'm gonna if I want it, I would walk in because you're set. I mean, that's gonna be your job. I would walk in with just tons of weed and be like, new ingredients, bitches.
Oh, so it's another Tuesday for you, bub.
Yeah, this weed jelly beans.
We definitely need weed beans. I'm definitely in on the weed jelly.
Weed beans. That's fucking great.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, definitely need weed jelly beans. I'm all in on that. Also, buddy, since it is an NFL, it's the week one NFL, we do need to do a NFL themed Dick Wad of the Week. And so, Brandon, let me preface this by saying, we go off, we read all the stories, everything that's happened in the world, and we kind of wrap up and say, who's the biggest dipshit in the news over the last couple weeks? And and we'll start with you, buddy. Is there anybody that really comes to, as far as the NFL, I don't know how big of a football fan you are, but you can nominate somebody. We prefer you to nominate somebody in the NFL, but you can nominate your fucking brother if you want to. Go ahead.
I think the biggest dumbass of the NFL this week had to be Tom Brady. Definitely. He's immediately regretting his fucking decision being with
he's retiring by week 3. He's pulling Avante Davis for halftime. I'm out, dog.
Fuck this. I'm out.
I'm out for sure. Duncan, who's your fucking dick wad of the week this week?
Man.
Are you okay over there, buddy? You've been staring at your fucking dick for a half hour.
I'm looking at the screen of you guys, motherfucker. Goddamn.
Were you thinking heavy there?
No, dick, NFL wise, that's tough. I guess I'd have to go with the head button guy. Like, you can't do that.
Me, I think that's mine's OBJ. I think it's hilarious. I thought the OBJ to Cleveland would be a disaster. OBJ, in my opinion, he's the new TO as far as a team killer. Nobody's going to want he's a talented guy, but nobody's going to want him on the fucking team because he's an idiot. And he likes to be pooped on. So, yeah, dick wad of the week.
Can't get him the ball, man. Baker can't get him the ball. Baker's terrible, dude.
Baker fucking sucks. Thank God I don't have a fantasy team.
I don't like to bury people, but, man, that's right.
Ask an Idiot question this week. We have I seen this on Facebook. I actually posed the question. This week in the NFL, before every game, they played the black national anthem. So, of course, we have a national anthem. But what is the white national anthem? So think about white music or people the music that gets white people turned. What is the white national anthem? And I asked, is it Freebird? Because to me, that's like the most requested white person. Like
I replied to this.
You did. And did you pick Journey? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
I think that's a brilliant answer, by the way. Yep.
Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, bro.
Oh, that's a good answer, too.
Pretty stellar. So you talking about white a surprising song that gets white people turned. Maybe it's not super surprising, but every time. I was very hesitant at first to play it at weddings, but every time I played at weddings, the places went fucking apeshit, and it's the Killers. What's that song? Mr. Brightside. People go nuts for that fucking song. I don't get it.
I don't know it.
You know,
Not this
Mr. Brightside. Yeah, play it. People go
Not-
fucking.
Not this white guy.
Yeah.
What about Friends in Low Places, Garth?
Oh,
Brooks?
Friends in Low
I
Places.
got
for sure.
friends.
Yeah, that fucking wasted. You know what I mean?
You know, I always feel so awkward too, because I you know, when I do
Hank too. Hank.
I don't know. Hank is not as I mean, everybody.
Oh yeah, right.
People love Hank, but as far as
Hank, why do you drink to get drunk?
yeah, I'd say a lot of people get drunk.
Pretty much white people, anything that like there's like made up words they can sing in between
Right.
the chorus.
If
They
you
love
talk
it.
about drinking, maybe
Yeah, they love it.
if the vocabulary of the song is like at a 5th grade level, reading level, then it's for sure.
Yeah. They like to sing. They like to yell stuff that's not the words, like in between the chorus. Like if you play that stuff, oh my God, go get out there and sing this.
All right, bitch.
Yeah.
All right. Every week, Brandon, our most popular segment, we do a segment here on the show called A Florida Man. We go straight to Google. I type in a Florida man, whatever fucking pops up. And we read about what some drug fucking piece of shit in Florida is fucking doing. And every week it is electric. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here. Because,
Local Indiana man travel.
yeah, local Indiana man. Transports. Never mind. You guys will find out eventually. All right, Florida man accused of putting duct tape on baby's arms, legs after becoming annoyed. Oh, what the fuck? You know, I've always
Get
pretended.
it out, dude.
First of all, I kind of pretend with my daughter every time she kind of gives me an attitude. I'm like, listen, I will tie your fucking ass to the tree out back. I will tie you by your ankles to the tree out back. This motherfucker really did that, okay? Deltona, Florida.
1 year old, get him out of here, dude.
Yeah, one's a little.
I will kill this guy on sight, dude.
Yeah, one's a little. You know, I think if I would probably, I would definitely tie an 8-year-old to a tree. A 1-year-old's a little cutting it. This guy's definitely
Terrible, dude. Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. Deltona couple is accused in a duct tape incident involving a 1-year-old child. Fuck. Volusia Sheriff's Department's deputies say the male suspect used the tape on the child, but the female suspect didn't intervene. So what you do, just sit in a fucking lawn chair and say, God damn it, honey, this is what you do every time you smoke meth.
Jesus Christ, dude. It's fucking
World's crazy. Hashtag save the children, guys. Have you ever been, granted, you've got 2 step kids. How old were your step kids when you entered their life? Chris, do you remember?
Yeah, Lexi was in like elementary and Thomas was like 7th grade going into junior high, which that's terrible for him. Dude. New school going into 7th grade.
Oh, absolutely horrible.
He killed it though. He's a wrestler. He was good. He went
So-
semi-state.
Was there ever a point in time you wanted to just maybe like move them out back or put them in a cage, a kennel?
No.
I'm not gonna lie. My daughter has an attitude. She gets it honest. She knows who's boss. I give her the 3 count. Like I'll argue back and forth there because I want to make her, you know, little fucking roughneck, you know, tough nose. So I argue back and forth. We give each other shit. But when I want her to do something, I go 1, and by 2, she starts covering her ass. No, she's great. She does listen to me. She does not listen to anybody else though. But yeah,
No, I was the cool parent. Does that
You
make
a cool
sense?
parent?
Like Megan was disciplinary and she would get pissed that you know, she was the only one disciplined. And I was like,
Right.
dude, I'm stepdad. Like I gotta be cool, dude, or they're gonna like grow up and write rap songs
I am
about me
so-
that they hate me.
I'm
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. You
Like, I
want
gotta
to
be
reverse the trend. Like I'm so, you know, it's funny because I've always been really good with kids. I volunteered at the Boys and Girls Club growing up, and like I am so scared to death to be a stepdad though.
It's
like I'm not.
It's
Yeah.
awesome, dude. It really
Oh,
is.
right.
Like I was scared and nervous too at first. Like, look at me. Like I'm not ready for this. That's how I thought.
Yeah,
this
look at
guy
me.
like raising America's youth.
Oh,
That's not me. But
Nah,
it's pretty simple, dude. You just take him to practice, bring him home,
feed and water 'em, you know.
make sure they're fed. Like be cool with them.
Let them out of their kennel before work and shit. Yeah, I
If
get
they
it.
have problems, you kind of tell them how to get through it. Like,
Right.
yeah, I got blessed, dude. Stepkids are the best, dude.
Brandon, take advantage of the age where you can still bang and date chicks that don't have kids. I mean, not that that's a problem, but it definitely creates some issues. You know, as far as like, if you love that you date a chick, you get a bang every night, just thank the good Lord every day, because you're going to eventually date a chick that has a kid that you only see every 2 weeks. So just be prepared for that. So, but that's it, bro. Is there anything? I'm gonna go ahead and let you whore yourself out, Brandon. Appreciate you joining us today. If people want to follow you on social media, where do they go?
So you can go to Instagram, BDR Photos. Twitter, it's BDR Tweets. So I'm on there. I know I didn't really talk much this podcast. I was actually really just sitting back and enjoying the conversation, kind of like that. So I'm glad to be on here, and thank you guys. Hopefully you can have me again one day, and hopefully I'll add a little bit more to the conversation.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we have a guy on here every week. His name is Beaver, and you said more words than he says every week. So.
We can be intimidating, man. We can be intimidating, especially when we've had.
It's more along the lines. I like letting you guys do your thing because, as you said, I'm a guest. I'm just gonna let you guys.
I mean, you gotta think too. We haven't been around each other for like 2 weeks on a show, so
we got a lot to say.
We got a lot of stuff. Yeah.
It's verbal regurgitation right now.
Why? I gotta ask you one question before we get off here. Why what was it? BD photography or whatever. What was that?
BDR Photos. It's
so you're a photographer?
It's my initials. My initial photos. I just ran.
He was ready for some broad.
Yeah, I was ready for some
acronyms like bad fucking, you know, like.
I was ready to be like, yeah, dude, Paul Simon, Kodachrome, best song ever, man.
Yeah, I used to drive a truck. It stands for Big Dick Rig Photo. Fucking. I drive around the country banging lot lizards with my dick out. Fucking take pictures on Instagram. It's amazing.
Yeah, my Instagram was filled with a lot of fraternity photos and stuff like that back in the day. So I was
awesome.
Actually, before we I do want to ask you a question before we leave. This is an Ask an Idiot
ready
question.
for it, I can tell.
Ready for it. Your best frat story, party story, whatever it may be. It can be fucking anything. And listen, this is highly inappropriate. You say whatever. Go. I know you've probably seen some shit, so go.
Parental advisory sticker on this show.
Yeah.
There was one night where we had an initiation. So this is back in November, about a couple of years ago. And so me and a couple of buddies, we had this initial kind of like thing that we did after we got initiated and stuff like that, where we get cigars, we get whiskey, and we fucking sit in the back, we smoke cigars, and we drink our whiskey. Well, one of my buddies is like, hey, let's go to fucking McDonald's. I want a McDouble. I want some fries and shit. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So me and my two other buddies, we walk down the street. It's about 2 blocks over. We're walking down the street. And we get to McDonald's, we grab our food, and keep in mind, we're slightly enamored, so we weren't going to fucking drive there. And so we're walking back, and there's an opposite fraternity house that's like right across the street from us. And there's this guy that was hanging right across from the brick wall. And we're kind of sitting there, and we're kind of like thinking, like, oh shit, like this guy's, he's a typical hoodie. He looks like a fucking meth addict for all we know.
Let's say some drugs. Let's go.
Exactly, yeah. So one of my buddies has the smart ass attitude and he goes, hey, it's 3-on-1. We could kick his fucking ass, dude. Let's go do it. And I'm like, shit.
He knew jiu-jitsu, didn't he?
Huh? No. Here gets the good part.
Yep.
So we're walking. And one of my buddies, we walk past him. One of my buddies goes, hey, Brandon, look behind you. And I look behind me. And this motherfucker's following us. And I'm like, oh, shit. So he yells out to us. He goes, hey, man, I want to talk to you for a second. And we're sitting there like, oh, shit.
Definitely wants crack money.
Yeah. So we're walking and stuff like that. And one of the guy that said it's 3-on-1, we kick his ass. He's pulling his pants up. He's getting ready to fight. Because, we're about to fight in the fucking middle of the street. And so the very first question that comes out of this guy's mouth will always puzzle me and my friends that were with me that night. It goes, bro, hey, man, what state you from, bro? And we're like, is this a trick fucking question? Like, are we supposed to say, like, fucking California, Illinois?
I want to make something up. I'm from Narnia.
And so he starts shining a flashlight in our eyes and shit. And next thing you know, he pulls out a fucking gun on us.
Oh, sweet.
Damn, dude.
Chris, was this you, man? Was this back in your fucking gangbanging days, buddy?
Dude,
yeah, dude. Did he rap?
Yeah.
So he pulls a fucking gun on us, and the guy that ran his mouth fucking booked it. And me and my other friend are just sitting there like, okay, man, just take it easy. You don't need to like fucking shoot anybody.
Yeah, freak him out. Put the barrel of the gun in your mouth. Say, do it, bitch.
And so I told my buddy, I'm like, if I really get shot in the street in Terre Haute, Indiana, I'm literally going to drag myself into a house and literally choke the shit out of the guy that almost got us killed. And so he was walking towards us and stuff like that, and he still had the gun on us and everything. And we decided to just kind of back up, walk away. And he goes, hey, man, we're not done here. And to this day, I don't know how the fuck I did it. I just said, hey, man, we weren't talking about you, bro. He goes, oh, shit, puts the gun away and just walks away. So me and my buddy, we book it into we shut all the fucking blinds, turn off all the lights and everything like that. And we told our buddy, and we said, hey, listen, don't run your fucking pie hole to just some random hoodie, because next thing you know, they're going to pull a fucking gun on us or stick us with a dirty needle.
Hey, dude, you pull a gun on me, you better kill me, dude.
Exactly. So, but the funny thing is, that's not even so we close all the blinds, we shut off all the lights and everything like that. And one of our fraternity guys was in the military, and in our bylaws, if you're in the military, you're allowed to have a gun on the premises. Like, you're allowed to have a gun in the house. So we go up to our buddy's room, we knock on it. He comes up with a fucking white beater and boxers. His girlfriend's half-ass naked in bed. You knew they just got done fucking and everything like that. And we go, hey, man, we're going to need you downstairs. He goes, what's the issue? We go, our buddy.
Guy's trying to kill us.
Yeah. Tyler ran his fucking mouth. And, yeah, we're in a little bit of a pickle. So he goes to his bed, he pulls out a case, and he fucking lifts it up. And he goes, all right, I got me a shotgun. So he loads some buckshot and he loads some birdshot, because he wants the first shot to be a birdshot and the rest to be buckshot. And so there's these two guys were coming down the street again, and they were shining stuff in our they were shining.
Yeah, IU, by the way. What college you go to?
I went to Indiana State.
He said Larry Bird, dude. Come on.
Yeah, duh, I knew that. I knew he was from Terre Haute. I didn't know he actually went. I don't think he said he went to Indiana State, but yeah, it makes sense, I guess. Right. Go ahead.
So the guys came up to our one of our doors and tried to open it up and jimmy it, and it had one of the deadbolt locks on it. And so they were trying to open it and still open it and everything like that. Well, our active military guy fucking loads a shotgun and pumps it. He goes, buddy, I don't think you want to do that, man. And the guy fucking runs back to his house, and we watch him run. And then the other guy comes up to the door and tries it as well. He goes, and he racks it again. He goes, man, I really don't think you should do that. And so he books it as well. He goes back upstairs. We close the door and lock it really well. And we tell Tyler, we say, hey, next time keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't get us killed. Yeah, and that's the story of how I almost died. I've almost died twice in college.
Makes sense. Most of mine was around alcoholism for sure.
Mine was almost getting shot, and mine was almost having an appendix issue, and that was a whole story in itself. And I absolutely love that story, because when it comes to the appendix, I remember telling my teacher to go fuck herself that day, because I literally thought I was going to die in her class. And then just sending the fuck you email after I survived the surgery was even better. So, but there was also the time where I took some Adderall for a Shakespeare.
I do that every day.
One of my brothers was like, hey, I went up to him and said, hey, I need a little bit of a pick-me-up, because I need to remember this Shakespeare like this whole paragraph and shit like that, like this whole speech. He goes, hey, I got such a good thing for you. He had like ADD or ADHD or something like that, and it helps him stay focused. And I literally took that motherfucker, and I was fucking wired. And I was able to get in that class. I was sweating profusely though, but I was like able to get that shit off, and now I was like, I got an A on that shit and everything.
I think the funniest thing I've noticed about me being prescribed Adderall is I bought a bicycle. I bought a bicycle this summer to kind of stay active and to give me something to do when everything was closed. Well, immediately I laughed at, I was looking at, I used Strava to kind of track my miles and shit to see how immediately the week I was prescribed Adderall, my average speed on my bicycle went up 2 miles per hour. And that's not a joke. I was averaging about fucking 11 miles per hour and I'm way over 13 now. And it literally happened the week I started my prescription. It's like I'm just fucking go now all the time. But it's great because I'm
legal meth, dude.
It's legal meth. I'm only on 15 milligrams, but it's a really game changer. The biggest thing for me too, and what a lot of people don't know is people that have, and mainly with adults, is adults that have ADHD. They deal with irritability and mood swings and all kinds of shit. To me, that's the main reason I got on the pill. It definitely has made me focus, but I would not be surprised on my next visit if I get a little uppage on the dosage. Or maybe I just shouldn't get high. Maybe stop smoking weed on those days you want to be productive there, buddy. Maybe that, but we'll see. I don't know what the chances are, but man, we appreciate you coming on here so much. We're live every Tuesday. Sometimes we get a little fucked up and the show gets canceled, but every Thursday now, we're also going to be on Juice in the Morning. You guys got to check that out. Make sure you like their page as well. Make sure you like our Facebook page, our new Facebook page, H.I.entertainment. It's highly inappropriate, of course. Our last 2 pages got blocked. Follow us on Instagram as well as Twitter at /highly inappropriate podcast. And make sure you subscribe, rate, and review on any podcasting app, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever it may be. And we're also going to upload this video. I know we went live on Facebook. We have been going live on YouTube. I'm going to upload the video on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our page. Make sure you like our page. We need to keep growing the page. But honestly, the reason I wanted to come back to Facebook, it's very hard to grow a YouTube channel. But I like the audience interaction of being on a Facebook Live. So we're going to start doing this more often, do this more of a format, at least till we get fucking kicked off again. So thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. Dunkman, any parting words, buddy?
This Saturday, we're going to be live with Dunkman's Blue Collar DFS. If you want to get
go.
your lineups in, we killed it this week. I made about $400 or $500. No big deal. You know what I mean?
No big deal.
Like, we give you the tools to build your daily fantasy football lineups on Sundays. Like we
make it
check
laugh.
us out. I promise you're gonna be thrilled.
Think about all encompassing here, about all the things we do here, Duncan. We make people laugh. We win them money. We're like fucking gurus, right?
That's what we do, man. That's what we care about.
Thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. Peace out, guys.
Peace.
Later.
Later.